Hi viewers, welcome to my channel SM Egitalk. This is Dr. S. Mallikarjunan. In the previous videos, we have seen projection of planes in detail. In this video, I will explain what is a solid, its types, different positions and simple projections. If you have not subscribed the channel yet, please subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified. Okay, let us move into the video. In this video, we are going to see projection of solids. First, what is a solid? Solid is a three-dimensional object. That is, it is an object having three dimensions such as length, width and thickness. Whatever you see in the real life are nothing but solids, except very few. There are various types of solids such as hexagonal prism, triangular pyramid, cone, rectangular prism, square prism, cylinder, triangular prism, sphere, square pyramid, hemisphere, etc. Now, let us see some important terms used in the solids. The points you see in this hexagonal prism are called as corner points. A line that connects two corner points is named as a side or an edge. Any portion bounded by the edges is called as a face. A base is nothing but a face having the true shape of the solid. The true shape of the hexagonal prism is hexagon. That's why it is having two bases on its top and bottom. Finally, there is an imaginary line that passes through the center of the solid. It is named as axis. To understand and remember various solids in the subject properly, those are classified and arranged into two major groups. They are Group A and Group B. In Group A, solids having top and base of the same shape. So for example, cylinder is coming under Group A. So it has two bases on its top and bottom. Both the bases are having the same shape, that is true shape. Similarly, the prisms. There are various types of prisms: triangular prism, square prism, pentagonal prism, hexagonal prism, etc. All the prisms are having the same shape on its top and bottom. That is, both of their bases are equal in shape and size. Difference between cylinder and the prisms are, other than the bases, there are some other surfaces are left in the solid. They are called as lateral surfaces. In cylinder, the lateral surface is a curved surface. It has only one curved surface. But in prisms, there are many lateral surfaces. The lateral surfaces are rectangular surfaces. All prisms are having many rectangular lateral surfaces. And the next one is a cube. So cube is a solid having 6 square faces, among which the top one and the bottom one are in the same shape. That's why it satisfied the condition in the Group A. But the lateral surfaces are also having the same shape and size of the base. The cube is otherwise called as hexahedron. Next, Group B. In Group B, solids having base of some shape and just a point as a top called apex. You can see the solids in Group B. Solids are having a definite shape in its base. There is only one base at the bottom, but there is no base at the top. Instead of a base, there is a point which is called as apex. You can see this is a cone and you can see various types of pyramids. And the difference between cone and pyramids are, the lateral surface of a cone is a curved surface, but the lateral surfaces of pyramids are triangular surfaces. So all the pyramids are having its true shapes in its base and they are having a point at their top, that is apex point. The difference between the pyramids and the prisms are, the lateral surfaces used in prisms are rectangular, but the lateral surfaces used in the pyramids are triangular. And the last object in Group B is tetrahedron. It is nothing but a solid having 4 triangular faces, among which one face acts as a base at the bottom, and opposite to that the top is nothing but a point which is called as an apex. There are some other objects which are not coming under group A and group B, like octahedron. We will see those objects later. As per syllabus, projection of solids is also completely based on first angle projection, like projection of points, projection of lines and projection of planes. That is, the given solid object should be kept in first quadrant to see its various projections or views. Hope you remember the first quadrant conditions, that is above HP and in front of VP. In the first quadrant, front view should be drawn above the XY line for above HP condition and on the XY line for on HP condition. Similarly, top view should be drawn below the XY line for in front of VP condition and on the XY line for on VP condition. We can position the given solid in 4 different ways. They are: axis of the solid is parallel to both the planes, axis of the solid is perpendicular to one plane and parallel to the other, axis of the solid is inclined to one plane and parallel to the other. The last one, axis of the solid is inclined to both the planes. Among the 4 positions, you will have questions only from the third position. But to draw the third position, you have to go through the second position. Fourth position is not covered by Anna University syllabus. First position is a rare and a complicated one. In this position, you are required to start your drawing from the side view and then you have to draw the front view and top view. As a total, you should draw 3 views. Mostly, no question will be asked from this position. Hence, let us start from the second position. That is, axis is perpendicular to one plane and parallel to the other. This position has 2 suppositions. The first supposition is axis is perpendicular to HP and parallel to VP. Here, an imaginary line, that is axis, is kept in the first quadrant. It is kept perpendicular to HP and parallel to VP. Make the axis passing through the center of a square prism like this. The top face or base is named as A, B, C, D and the bottom base is named as 1, 2, 3 and 4. The square prism's front view is projected to the VP as a rectangle. Let us see how to assign the names to this rectangle. When you look at the square prism from the front, you can see the corner points D, C, 3 and 4 only. They are visible to your eyes. But other 4 corner points straight behind them are not visible. That is, you can't see the corner points A, B, 2 and 1. It is convention to write the visible points directly and write the invisible points inside the bracket. Hence, the name of the rectangle's top left corner should be written as D dash bracket A dash, because here D is a visible point and A is an invisible point. That's why the invisible point A is written as A dash within bracket. Similarly, the name of the rectangle's top right corner should be written as C dash bracket B dash. Here C is a visible point and B is an invisible point. Next, the name of the rectangle's bottom right corner should be written as 3 dash bracket 2 dash. In this pictorial representation, you are not able to see this. Finally, the name of the rectangle's bottom left corner should be written as 4 dash bracket 1 dash. Similarly, the square prism's top view is projected to the HP as a square. Let us see how to assign the names to the square. When you look at the square prism from the top, you can see the corner points A, B, C and D only. They are visible to your eyes. But other 4 corner points directly under them are invisible. That is, you can't see the corner points 1, 2, 3 and 4. Hence, the name of the square's top left corner should be written as A bracket 1, because here A is a visible point and 1 is an invisible point. Similarly, the name of the square's top right corner should be written as B bracket 2 because here B is a visible point and 2 is an invisible point. In this pictorial representation, you are not able to see this. Next, the name of the square's bottom right corner should be written as C bracket 3. Finally, the name of the square's bottom left corner should be written as D bracket 4. Now, we have got the front view in VP and top view in HP. It should be brought to the drawing sheet like this. As usual, we have to start the drawing from where you find the true shape of the object. The true shape of the square prism is square. Here, you can find the square in top view. Hence, the top view should be drawn first and it is projected upwards above the XY line to get the front view as a rectangle. So far, we have seen the first supposition, that is, axis is perpendicular to HP and parallel to VP. Next, we will see the second supposition, that is, axis is perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. In this position, we get the projections in a reversed manner like this. That is, we get a square as front view and a rectangle as top view. According to that, their corner points names also get changed. What we have seen so far are called as simple positions, but you can expect the questions only from the third position, that is, axis is inclined to one plane and parallel to the other. But without drawing these simple positions, we cannot draw the final position. In the next video, I will explain the drawing procedure of solid's third position, that is, inclined position, directly by solving the problems. If you have not subscribed the channel yet, support me by subscribing. Don't forget to click the bell icon. By doing so, you will get the notifications regularly. Also, share this video to your friends. Thank you.